the right to information or access to information. It's about participation. It's about giving people voice.
It's not just useful in a sense of being a political or civil right. It's a critical access right to other important socioeconomic rights.
So if you want to be sure that you get good education or health care or clean environment, you need information for that.
So it makes the government actually run better and gives citizens a handle to get a hold of their government and shake it sometimes.
About 90 countries around the world have freedom of information laws or access to information laws. But until now, there was really no way to assess how well they were doing in their implementation or operationalizing the law. So the implementation assessment tool, we call it IAT, is really a means of assessing the extent and the quality of an agency's implementation of their access to information law. We can do a snapshot matrix for the specific agency. In this case, it's a ministry in South Africa. For example, under leadership, they got all greens, which means that they've got good practice. Training, they received all yellows, which means that there's been some progress, but it's not sufficient. Under rules and guidelines for receiving and responding to requests, this is indicating that no guidelines exist, and that's why they're all red.
The number of other tools, similar tools across the world, but they tend to look broader, they tend to look at the law. What the Carter Center is focused on is the critical area of looking at implementation at agency level.
It's taken us about 4 years, not only to develop all of the methodologies and the indicators, but also to go through a number of rounds of piloting it. For us, it was critical that at the end, this was a tool that would be accepted by our civil society partners, but more importantly by governments.
Guatemala, it's a country that really needs to have all this kind of information, and assessments like this makes us understand how we can improve and how can we also ask governments to have policies to improve procedures and documents.
Right to information laws are not implemented or passed for the sake of it. I think they are passed to create meaningful change in people's lives.
For me, if I can help governments establish this right, help people to understand it and to use it, I just see the transformation that can occur. And I think that it's one of the keys to really changing the world in which people live and making it a better place.